Basically, what Krupp Carter is we're a BMX brand. We're a BMX clothing brand. We're a luxury BMX clothing brand, and we're trying to bring something new to the table, something different to the table. Every young guy had a BMX bike. I feel like this could definitely be something for everybody.
Live struggle legacy. It's a whole movement.
Hey everybody, it's your boy MP, Live Struggle Legacy, and welcome to the Live Struggle Legacy Podcast, Season 3. Now, real quick, if you haven't already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. If you're listening on a streaming platform, please make sure you hit that follow button, download, save, rate us. And if you're looking to promote your business, holler at me because we're looking for sponsors. Okay, so me and this guest today, we go way, way back, 20 plus years. This is one of the OG homies from the hood, from South St. Pete, off of 54th Avenue South. This is my brother from another, Terrence Carter.
What's good, bro?
Of Krupp and Carter.
Yes.
We're going to get into what Krupp and Carter is. I'm super excited, but first, man, thank you for coming on the show, bro.
I appreciate you inviting me, man.
Absolutely, man. It's been a journey for us both in so many different ways, man. I'm really happy to have you on the show, and so I'll just tell a little bit, man. I don't even remember. It's been so long. I just remember we knew each other from riding bikes in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Unless you could pinpoint an exact event or.
To be honest with you, bro, I can't think of like what kicked that off. Man, you kicking it like that, but I'm glad it happened.
Same, likewise.
You feel me? But yeah, I can't remember what it was exactly. I'll be honest with you, I felt like I had a BMX bike and one of y'all had one, and that's kind of how that might have started. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because that's how I was getting to and from your house was that bike I had.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think that's how it initially started off. I mean, we weren't, BMXing, but I think it's just was the love of those type of bikes as kids.
Oh, but we were. If you remember that park, there was like a stump in the park. We would jump the creek.
Yep. Oh my God.
We would take it. Did you ever go back there when they were building the Gary Sheffield mansion over there in the Pink Streets?
Yeah.
And that was like our own little personal BMX. Because they had all the dirt mounds.
Dirt mounds, and then if you from the city, especially that area, you know about Indian Mount.
Yes, the Indian Mount. We go to the top and ride down and almost die crashing into the fence.
Yes, man. Good
the wooden fence. Yes.
So I tried. This was before I even really got into the sport like that. I just like looking at. I mean, you see the magazines, you see the stuff on TV. You try to emulate it. You know what I mean? So jumping off curbs, stuff like that. But when we go to Indian Mount, we try to make a little jump. You know what I mean? To do something, end up getting hurt. But it was fun. It was a good time.
It was good times. You know what I mean? So just to give the audience context, so we would ride on bikes. That's clearly how we met, right? Yeah. But Terrence really got into the BMX scene. And that's a big part of what brought him on the show today, because he got super active in races and eventually branding and his own brand and merch. And so that's what we're going to talk about. But before we get into all of that, let's dive into who is Terrence Carter? What's your life struggle, man? Take us back. Take us on a journey. Man. Tell us some stories, man.
I don't know. Who is Terrence? I'm a South Side kid.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
St. Pete. My bad.
Real. Bayfront baby.
Yeah.
From the 80s. And I just one of them guys who just was able to maneuver, on both sides of town.
Yeah.
That wasn't always an easy feat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially back in the 90s in St. Pete. Like,
different city.
Yeah, different city.
Very different city.
For sure. But yeah, just It just kind of started, like I say, in the beginning. It really just started out. I just had this love of like riding bikes when I was a kid, and jumping off curbs, doing just the normal stuff everybody do. You know, when you were that age and you got a little BMX bike, you're not into it like that. You know what I mean? Everybody jumped curves, everybody did wheelies, everybody wanted a BMX bike, and that's just kind of what it was. I mean, I just feel like personally, I don't care what you are, whether you're a plumber, you're a grown adult now, but whether you're a plumber, a pro basketball player, a doctor, are you just a dude that works at the cash register at the local store? Like every guy has either wanted or had a BMX bike or had a best friend who had one and rode his BMX bike. I just feel like it's something built in the fabric of America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody want to jump something and, do the Evil Knievel stuff.
Yeah, homemade ramps.
Yes. There you went back with that.
Yes.
Man. It's a little embarrassing because, I had stepped my game up. You know what I mean? Let me take my jacket off. I had stepped my game up and just, excuse me, y'all. Mm-hmm. And just started riding, tracks and skate parks and stuff like that. So just to be talking about jumping off curbs and homemade ramps and jumps and stuff like that, it's funny to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, they've got a whole lot of blood, little blood. You know what I remember about the BMX bikes over and over again? Those they had the teeth on the pedals. Oh, and man. My shins to this day, my son was looking at my shins and he's like, Daddy, what is that? Yeah, I'm marked up, bro. Listen, I'm marked up.
And the crazy part, right, is the pedals, a lot of people that don't know them pedals, they were like they're like shark's teeth.
Yes.
And they were made
super sharp.
The grip on the bottom of your shoe, but sometimes if you had old shoes and they didn't have much grip, you still slip. And that pedal would just come back around and smack you on the shin.
Right into your shin.
And then tear right up, right? So I am too, man. Both of my shins, I got scars from when I was like 14, 15 still in my shins, so it's a rough sport. It's expensive. You get hurt pretty easily, so that's just the sport.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so you Southsider, right? And then you got. So when we were kids, like I always like to tell a little bit of a story. We're gonna really get more into yours, but I always like to tell a little story about how I remember you. And what I remember about you, Terrence, is just being like one of the coolest motherfuckers in the hood that hung out with us, right? But you could adapt into any, almost like a chameleon, bro. You could be in all these different circles. I know you through all these different circles, bro. Yeah. And I can relate to that because I can blend with a lot of different people. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a special gift that maybe you and I both share. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But so that's what I remember about you, and I know you probably have some wild memories about but things were wild around my house when you were coming around. There wasn't a lot of supervision. I don't think my dad was home yet. But, right?
No, he wasn't.
I don't think he was home.
Well, when Pops came home, I remember I was there that day when Pops came home, man, and he laid down the law. Pop wasn't even playing. All this stuff that you got going on, that's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's finna be a different type of, vibe here in the house. We finna all them, because a lot of people don't know he well reserved now. You know what I mean? He a good dude. You know what I mean? That's my boy. But back in the day, MP was like a punk rock kid.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like mischievous. Not like no bash and nothing like that, but just the type of kid that's gonna get into something just to do it because it's fun. You know what I mean? And I was right there with him.
Yeah.
What I mean? But those are the good times. Those are good days, man. You had the mohawk back in the day.
Yeah. The bleached blonde mohawk. Yes, it was a lot of different mohawks. Then eventually I grew it out and it was magenta, and I used to get it French braided.
I never seen that.
I had a French braided magenta mohawk, bro.
I never seen it. I just seen the regular hawk. I must have missed them times. But
I think it was before I actually got the real mohawk with the spikes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because that was the biggest part.
Yeah.
And then I think you would, every now and again, you'd dye it green.
It's been every color.
Is it? Okay, that's what I thought about it in purple too, but I was like, I know I see green.
Yeah, it's been there quite a few colors.
Yeah. But those, and being somebody from like literally from the projects, bro, like from the hood, to be able to mingle with somebody that's not from that can relate to that. It was a gift. Sometimes it could be a curse. You know, people would ridicule me from hanging out, you know, with white kids and stuff like that. But that's my boys, you feel me?
Bro, were you with us when we went to Monterey Bay and got ran up out of there? And they were throwing rocks and bottles and shit at us, and we had to throw our bikes over the fence, and we went and hid in some stranger's house. Mm-mm. Okay, I swore I thought you were with me. I swore I thought you were with me, bro. You remember Monterey Bay though?
Now, you know about Monterey Bay. If you're from the city, you know about Monterey Bay. For real. It gets down. It still goes down back though, man.
So for those watching, Monterey Bay was like one of the notorious projects of St. Pete, which is very much, I believe, very much gentrified now, right? It's like called something different, or is it still? It's still Monterey Bay. Okay, it looked nice. It looked nice.
I mean, they had security try to come out there and, but. Jits is jits. That's only gonna work so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's still the same. I mean, I don't think it's called Monterey Bay no more.
It's called something else.
But the vibe is still the same.
Okay.
It didn't change. Yeah. South side is South side.
Yes, sir.
So, but yeah.
So it was when you moved. So Terrence and I, we kind of like drifted apart because he moved on the other side of town and I was still on the south side. And then things definitely changed around my house when what he said when my dad came, because we didn't have supervision. My mom worked a lot, so my house was like the hangout spot. Yep. But then when my dad came home, my mom left, so my house was no longer the hangout spot. And then things just kind of dispersed. And I was a little more active in the streets then. I kind of rebelled a little bit. And it's crazy because I then next thing you know, I'm running around Queens and Mark late at night doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing that we don't necessarily need to talk about on the show, right? So like, I mean, I'm just what it is. I probably didn't told the story, but is that when you really got super active with BMX?
Yeah, it was. I moved to the north side of town. I had a little more access to other kids that like to do that too.
Yeah,
So I want to say probably like my first week or two there. We moved over to 4th Street, like 70-something Avenue, Emerald Point. Over there by Lake, I think Lake Brook, and a couple other apartment complexes over there. But I was in Emerald Point, moved out there. My grandma, probably like 13 at the time, 12 or 13. Yeah. Because I started out at Lakewood my freshman year in high school. I did about 6 to 8 months in Lakewood, and then we was over on the north side, so she had me switch because I think I was still using my mama address because she was still in Queens.
It's Queenmark, yeah.
So yeah, we go out to Emerald Point, and that's when we switched my high school. So now I'm going to Northeast.
Okay.
So I'm living on the north side, and I'm going to a high school on the north side. So yeah, I ended up hanging out with a bunch of different people that I probably normally wouldn't hang out with if I was down south. You know what I mean? Living down that way.
Which might have been a blessing in a way.
Yeah.
Because you see what I got into down there. And you got into.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, if you're from the city, you know, especially if you're from that side of the city, you know how crazy it can get. You know how wild it can get. From people, police as well. There's a lot of stories. But yeah, St. Pete's a lot. Or let me get back to where I was going. But north side St. Pete. So I moved over there about 12, 13 years old. And I started hanging out with like-minded kids who also like to ride bikes. Yeah. It's a skate park over there, Fossil Skate Park on 9th Street.
Yeah. Way up on the north side, right?
Way up. Yeah, that's right up where I was living at. So we would go over there. And then in other areas, we would ride in the streets or go on school grounds when school was closed and ride their walls and jump over stuff and do stuff like that, make videos. So yeah, I got a little more serious with it when I moved north side and started racing. And that's really what did it for me. I kind of knew about it, and I remember saying stuff about to you when we were younger. I think I even brought some of them BMX Plus magazines around every now and again.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it was a kid there, Eric Clark. Never forget him. Real cool kid. And he would always, I think his name was Mr. Costa, my shop class teacher, 8th grade at Azalea Middle School, up by Tyrone. And he would always bring these BMX Plus magazines in, and like man, I get to see all this cool stuff in these magazines, and I never knew what a track was, and I think maybe like right before that the school year ended, we were chopping it up, and he was like, it's a bike track right in the back of the school, like you can see it when you be out there at PE, and I'm like, where's that? And sure enough, right across the street. So I told my grandma.
It was like an official track.
Yeah, official BMX racing track. Yep, right.
And this isn't Azalea. This is something different.
This is behind Azalea.
Okay.
This got nothing to do with Azalea.
Okay.
It's just his own track, St. BMX.
Yeah, I've been there. I actually, you could pay to go on the track. Yeah, I went one time.
Okay.
One time I went. Yeah.
So yeah, that was where I started at. That's my home track.
Yeah.
So yeah. 8th grade, he showed me that. I told my grandma that's what I wanted to do. She was a little hesitant because those bikes are expensive.
Yeah, especially the nice ones.
Yeah, they're not cheap at all. Even back then, it was expensive. So like, it took her a little minute, but she got me a bike, and you could rent a helmet when you got out there. You pay a couple dollars to rent a helmet as well to ride the track, and that's how that started. I mean, I was a fat kid, I was a real fat kid, and that helped me lose weight, helped me be a little more athletic, just build a little more confidence about myself.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Just another memory, because these stories come up as we're talking and reminiscing, but I don't know if you remember this, man. Speaking of those bikes and how expensive they were, but what I remember on the South Side, bro, there used to be a group of dudes. I have no idea who they were, but there'd be a group of dudes, and they would be riding. There'd be a dude on the bike and another dude on the handlebars, and they'd be riding around with clippers, and they would go around stealing bikes. And then if they would catch you on your bike, they would whoop your ass and take your bike, bro. And this was a regular thing. And I can remember all the time, like back behind Bimby's, on the south side of St. Pete, where we grew up, having to run for our lives, bro. Like, run for our lives on those BMX bikes. Because my mom remembered my 10th birthday. That bike that we used to ride on together. My mom bought me a GT Interceptor.
Oh,
man. A GT Interceptor.
I used to, oh my God.
It was black,
bro.
it was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, she bought it.
I feel like it wasn't an Interceptor. I think it was like a Mach 1.
No, it was definitely an Interceptor. Big Mike had the Mach 1. I think. Or no, maybe Charlie had somebody. One of the homies
had the Mach 1.
But mine was definitely the Interceptor.
Okay.
Yeah. But she bought it from ABC Bicycles in Pasadena.
Yep. It's still there.
It's still there. I took them. As a matter of fact, I went years later to have them put a child seat on the back of like
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
Of a grown, it was like a bike that I would take. Exactly.
They still
but just speaking of how like that was a hot commodity, and so not only are they expensive, and you know what I mean, like it would take it wasn't like every family could just go out and get that, and when they did, it was a big thing. And a lot of times you get that big thing, and you either leave it out front and it disappears, or somebody don't mind knocking you off it. And you know what I mean? Like these were the struggles growing up on the south side back then. So my bad, go ahead. So you're talking about you're on the north side, you're at Azalea track, and that's where it all really started, when it got real for you in the BMX world.
Yeah, so I say about 13, 14, it got pretty it got serious for me. Riding at first, I ain't gonna lie, like being a heavier set kid, cardio ain't all that, and inspiration ain't all that either. You know what I mean? You rather sit in the house and eat and play Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Precursor to what these kids do today. But just once I got past that part, once I lost a little bit of weight, and I had to lose. Well, I ain't had to lose. I lost a lot of races. It was tough being out there, man, and not winning. You know, especially like me. I'm real competitive. You know what I mean? I ain't the biggest guy, but I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
So a couple times I wanted to quit. My grandma, my grandma ain't a quitter, and she wasn't gonna let me be one.
That's what's up. So she supported you in the journey.
Yes.
Reluctant at first, but when she saw you at it, now you're in it.
Yeah. I wanted to back out, and she was like, "No, baby, that ain't what we do."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to grandma.
We make that's right. God bless her dad. I miss you, baby. So I stuck with it, and like some time went by. I just kept riding. Started getting into the jumping stuff, and that's what really got me elevated as far as that stuff went. A lot of the kids were into going out to the bike trails, and the trails were different from the track. The track's a little more professionally built. They got a lot of safety mechanisms for the kids if they decide to do some of the big jumps they have. There's for example, jumps called like a tabletop, which would be a lip and a landing, and then they would keep the center flat. So if you jump on it, you just land on the top of the jump versus if there's no center on the inside and you're jumping over this huge gap. You fall in the center, you're going to break something. So I got into that stuff, like I said. I'm sorry, man. I ain't good at talking, but...
No, you good, bro. I'm with you.
But yeah, and got into the jumps, and that's what kind of elevated me. I like jumping. I like the more dangerous side of BMX.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's where it led me. And
so how far did you take it?
All right. I was gonna turn pro 18 or 19. I was doing really good in Florida as an expert. And I wanted to go up to pro, but the team that I was with wanted me to stay amateur, because I guess they kind of felt I wouldn't do that good as pro, and I definitely was, accumulate the points as an amateur. I was good. But I wanted to move up, so they were like, if you do good at this race out here in Louisville, the following year we'll bring you on. So as pro, and I ended up practice on Friday before the race. I ended up I shattered my wrist.
Damn.
I broke 2 bones here. I pretty much broke up my elbow real good. I broke my collarbone or my shoulder. I broke my collarbone, and then I shattered I shattered almost all my ribs.
Damn, on a big jump?
Yeah. So this was
before you made it to Louisville, or was that?
No, this was at Louisville.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like how racing goes is you get a little bit of practice time on Friday and usually Saturday morning
to get familiar with the track.
Yeah, to feel it out, feel the jumps out. Know what you're gonna do beforehand, and At a big race, you could usually get like a good 30 minutes twice, 30 minutes of practice twice. But at the Grands is such a big race. There's so many people there. You're lucky to get 2 or 3 laps. You know what I mean? So me and this other kid who's Florida prodigy, and one of Florida's fastest amateurs, Michael Gravemeyer, they call him Spanky. And he was like, he had pretty much jumped everything, and I think he said he jumped everything except for one jump, and I had done the same. But he had jumped the step up, I jumped the double, so it was backwards. So he's like, just follow me. We're going, if you think, because I didn't think I was going to be going fast enough, and we're coming around the first turn. He cooking, and I'm coming up on him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I wasn't going fast enough, so I threw a couple extra pedals in. I started to pull him, overshoot this step up, and I think the step up was at least probably 20 it's a 25-foot step up.
Now, when you say a step up, that's like a ramp?
Yeah, it's a huge. It's like, I mean, they pretty much motocross jumps.
Yeah,
I mean, they made out of clay. I mean, and these jumps are half the size of motocross jumps.
Yeah.
So
you're getting air.
So yeah, oh yeah. So I hit this jump, and I'm going too fast, and I pull up too hard, and I overshoot the landing. Completely missed the landing, and throw the bike. And I remember my hands were out in the air like this, and they said I was a good like 20 feet up. And I just landed on my arms like this.
Oh, shit.
I had a helmet on, a full face motocross racing helmet. So I hit the ground, I knocked myself out. I think they said I was out for maybe 5 minutes or something like that in front of a crowd of like 3,000 people.
Oh, shit. So this was a competitive race?
It's like I said, it's the biggest race of the year. This is the Grands. So I knocked myself out, and I remember waking up, and like moving a little bit, and that's when I heard the crowd started clapping because I guess they saw me waking up.
Yeah.
So I get up, and they was like, "Just move slow, don't move fast." But I'm trying to hurry up and get up. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I'm okay. I want to get back out there. And I remember going to push myself up with my arm, bro. That was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. Everything was broken, but I didn't realize it yet.
From here to here.
Yeah, all the way up, all this shattered and everything. You feel me? So I got to try to, and yeah, that didn't work. So they had to take me to the hospital, and they couldn't really do anything because it was such a severe break. I would have had to stay in Kentucky for a little while. So they got me an emergency flight back to St. Pete, and I'm poor, man. You know, I don't come from no rich background, so we had Medicaid, and it took 3 weeks for me to get the surgery. So they had to go in and re-break my arm.
Because it started to heal.
Because it started to heal up. Yeah. So the doctor, you know, he's a new doctor, real cool doctor too. I remember his name was Dr. Burke. And he pretty much told me like my arm would be stuck in this position for the rest of my life because of how severe it was. That tore me up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that
was like a dream.
Yeah,
right?
And then like, you know, for me at that time, that was the only thing that I was good at. I really didn't do too much else for myself. So, you know, that was my all my eggs in the basket bet. You know what I mean? As far as what I was gonna do with myself. So that crushed me. I couldn't ride. Well, after I healed up, I could ride, but it didn't feel the same. But I would still try to anyway. But it took about a good 2 years for me to get back out there. Then it took another 5 for me to get comfortable jumping big jumps.
I was gonna say it had to fuck with your confidence.
Oh yeah, it took I mean at first I would jump. I ain't gonna lie. The first 2 years I would kind of mess around. I hit a couple things, but it was like if I fell on this arm, so I wouldn't play the numbers game.
Yeah.
So, but then after like the 5th year, it was like, man, this ain't nothing. I've been doing this forever. So yeah, so I got right back to it, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's just something I like. I'm 45 now. I still go out there and ride. I still, you know, still do what I do. And a lot of the older guys, they inspiration for me too. Florida legend Corey Anastasio. This guy's out of Florida. He lives in California now, but he's a big time legend. He still rides, still flips, all that stuff, man. Yeah. He's just older than me. There's a lot of guys out there. 10 years older than me, 15 years. They still doing backflips, double backflips. You know what I mean?
Did you ever get to doing shit like that?
Yes.
That's wild, bro.
Backflips, 360s. But those like the biggest stuff I could do. And I just recently learned 360s maybe like a couple years ago. Toboggans, X-ups, tabletops. I mean, I can do some stuff. You know what I mean? Nothing too out of hand, but I just like jumping, man.
So where do you go now?
Ridge Manor. If you get a chance, go on your Instagram page or your Facebook page. Check out Ridge Manor Trails.
Okay.
Good guys out there.
And where they at?
In Brooksville.
Okay.
In Brooksville. They got a real nice setup out there. Keep it super manicured. Looks real professional. And they have a jam out there at least a couple times out of the year.
Okay.
Bunch of the guys come get around from surrounding areas and compete.
That's dope.
So that's a real good trail spot. Spanky's as well. Spanky's is out, I believe that's Lithonia. I think Lithonia or out towards like Fish Hawk or something like that. Fish Hawk. So
Lithia.
Lithia. So out that way, there's a place called Spanky's and well manicured. Those guys are real nice guys too. They keep that place right, and they're always building new stuff, just like over at Ridge Manor. So there's a few spots around. There's grapefruit trails over on the East Coast. There's a few known spots, a few unknown spots. So yeah, Florida's doing its thing as far as BMX goes.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And I know you're really deep into the culture, man.
Oh yes, man, I love it. You know what I mean?
You always have, bro. I always remember that about you. Yeah. Always. So to see you holding on to that, that's what's something because I've always been in music, whether it be even when I was a punk rocker, you know what I mean? I was always into hip hop. I was in the punk rock. I was into jazz, bro.
Everything.
Yeah. So it's like,
and not to cut you off, but that's funny that you say that. Now this kid, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, my boy rock a leather jacket with the spikes on it. Yeah. And all that, man. And he put me on the jazz, bro. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Because, like, he put me on the punk rock, too. And that opened up my eyes. Because, like, when, I don't know, you think punk rock, you don't really think it's nothing you can really vibe to. But some of those artists are good. I like them. I mess with them. Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
NoFX.
Yeah, that's what we grew up on, the Cali rap. Yeah,
old school stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know much about
Cali punk rock. Yeah.
And I like ska too. Yeah, so heavy with the ska too. So yeah, BMX has opened up my eyes to a lot of different stuff I would have normally never would have seen or been interested to check out.
But see, that's what I love, bro, and where I feel like, and I love when we met for lunch. So Terrence and I, we didn't see each other speak for literally over 20 years. Yeah. Right? Over 20
Not intentional
years.
though.
Not intentional. No, we just drifted apart. Yeah. And of course, I had my life experience. He had his life experience. But it was so super dope to sit across from this man, not having seen him for 20 years, and to see him like doing BMX on the level that he's doing it and even building a brand around it. And then me being able to share Live Struggle Legacy, and my music, my branding, and to say like I'm still doing what I was passionate about all those years ago when we were 12 years old to now I'm going on 42. You know what I mean? My bro here is 45, right? So it's like to be able to share that and to see that we're both equally as passionate, never left the spark, right? Yeah. So tell us what you did with that passion now, man. What you built it into. Tell us.
So basically, what Krupp Carter is we're a BMX brand. We're a BMX clothing brand. We're a luxury BMX clothing brand, and we're trying to bring something new to the table, something different to the table. Like I said before, everybody, I don't care who you are, if you was the gangster, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, if you was the high school football star back in the day, if you was the bookworm back in the day, you was on the swim team, you played golf or the golf, I don't care what it was, every young guy had a BMX bike. I wanted something to do with a BMX, you know what I mean? Most, I ain't gonna say every, but most, and that's what I'm trying to bring to the table. I'm trying to bring a nostalgic brand, similar to Vans.
Vans, okay,
yeah. Vans is a nostalgia brand. It's not really a brand skaters. I mean, some skaters wear it, but you go into the stores, you don't see skaters in there. You know what I mean? You see guys like me. I ride BMX, but you'll catch me in the Vans store copping some shoes or a T-shirt or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Krupp Carter. I'm bringing nostalgia, back to when Used to ride your do the wheelies through the neighborhood with your homies, jump off the curb, or like you were saying before, you used to get together with some bricks and a car and a board and jump that. You know what I mean? Jump.
Sometimes the board snaps and you don't make it.
Yeah, because you done built it too high and too big of a gap in it. Yeah. So what I'm saying. So yeah, I just trying to bring that back. You know, a nostalgia brand. Other than just. Cause skateboarding is cool, but everybody ain't skateboard, man. And even the skateboarders would ride their BMX bike to the spot where they gonna skate at.
Yeah.
And film, you know what I mean? They ride back home. So BMX is a part of everybody's life, in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I feel like this could definitely be something for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody like riding bikes. I got Michael Jackson on my tee now.
Oh, I didn't even notice that when you put it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Bitch, I got problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back.
Clicking the turn down.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to bring. Just something everybody can relate to with the sport. You know what I mean? And like I said, everybody rode a BMX or had one or wanted one.
So should we show them?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So tell us about this. This stuff is super premium quality, super dope. I'm trying to get my merch together, and I'm looking at yours like, man, I got a long way to go, bro. So
I just got to this.
Tell us. So I don't know what all I'm looking at right here. So
what we have here is it's a sweater. Props was an old BMX video company that did say maybe like inspirational videos, the videos that get you pumped up to want to get out and ride, like a skate video. And I just got it on the back of it kind of makes, and that's what I like to do as well. I'll take something now this was an actual photo, and this part is real.
And for those who are just listening, describe what we're showcasing.
So
right
basically, this is one of my sweaters I'm showcasing, and I took a photo, and I left some real, but then I have an artist take and just add something into it. So this guy there's a guy doing an upside down, he's doing a backflip in the photo, and it's the actual guy. I just had them redraw it so it looks like a cartoon.
Yeah.
In the real life. So I try to mix it a little bit. Some of my t-shirts are like cartoons mixed with real life.
And what I want to emphasize too is like, he's got these really dope stickers that have the brand with a guy doing a trick. Forgive me, I don't know the names of all the tricks.
Yeah,
but it's just super dope. And then he's got like a custom keychain included with the merch, with the logo, very high quality. Like you could tell it's super durable, super dope logo, like very, very stylish. And just like he said, it looks luxury. You could tell everything's made out of super dope material. Is that a sticker as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got several stickers in here. The Krupp Carter sticker, with the what's that say? Ride or Die right there. Super dope. He's got the Michael Jackson doing a trick with the bad sticker right here. Just and all in one pack. Okay. So forgive me. I just wanted to make sure that we showcase that.
These are my new men's crop tees. So, everybody's into the crop tees now.
Okay.
So, I had my artist to basically, because I like Sasquatch.
I was just gonna say, I know you're into Sasquatch. Someone's got a blue Sasquatch on the front of the logo.
I'm into the cryptids and the dogmen and all that type of stuff. So, I got basically Sasquatch on a wooden BMX bike. It's a crop.
That's super dope.
It's a crop tee. Real good, high quality, and they good shirts. And these These sold out pretty quick. I only have a few more of these left, but they went pretty fast. I didn't think those would go as quick as they did.
That's super dope. What else we got right here?
This one here. I don't even know how to explain this one. It's just a BMX guy out in the desert. I guess sliding on the back tire through the dirt. I guess
You're kicking up dirt.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, and I got a keychain in this one as well. It's a little bit different. This one says BMX instructor with a monster on a BMX bike. Yeah. And it also has the matching sticker in the package as well.
And so, you don't see this, like, I mean, I haven't seen anything like this that includes, the stickers, the keychains. I mean, this is excellent branding and just very high quality, incredible aesthetic, very artistic, very unique. Like, this is stuff that I would rock all this stuff, bro. And I'm sure a lot of these people out here would as well, right? We're going to tell them how to find it, but let's keep
these shorts. Now, these shorts, funny story with these shorts, right? I got these done, and what did I do? I think I did a show out in Miami in the green something district, and they had Funny Marco there. And they also had the kid there interviewed the kid about the shorts, and that kid, man, shout out to that kid. I don't know who he was, but he helped boost the sales on these shorts. So but these are Krupp Carter. These are my summer shorts. In Florida, it's always hot. You know what I mean? We get these little cold spells. They don't last that long, but these shorts you can wear them year round. They have the Krupp Carter brand on the front. And on the back, there is a set of handlebars on the back.
And then that Michael Jackson I'm Bad sticker, super dope.
So, yeah.
Oh, let me see the back. Oh yeah, dope. So if you're not watching, you're listening, it's got really high quality embroidery with a handlebar and a fist gripping it. That's super unique.
So yeah, these are for you.
Super dope. Oh, that's love, bro. That's love. Oh, you will see me rocking these, and I will definitely tag you in some content. Yes, that's love, bro.
And this one here, this is also a men's crop tee as well. It's a white T-shirt for the ones that are listening, and it's Michael Jackson doing what basically the trick is called a turn down. And you just got to click turn down with the word bad next to it. Also comes with the sticker that goes with the T-shirt. But these are fairly popular.
That's my thing. I love MJ.
Yeah,
love MJ.
Yeah.
So and that look, that's just fire.
So and then I got a couple more things.
Okay, I didn't even see that. Okay.
So I just started kind of getting into the women's.
Oh,
kind of want to do something for the girls too, because girls ride BMX, especially racing. There's a lot of real good professional women that ride. So I wanted to kind of do something for them because it's just like the guys. We don't see the problem is we go to the mall and we got to pick between like Hurley, O'Neal, Vans, all these skater and surfer brands. Ain't nothing for BMX or bikers at all.
This is so unique and dope.
That's why I'm trying to do this. Trying to get something going for us. So I got these. It's a matching set. It's called Beautiful Racer. It has BMX on the back, and then on the front, it was Krupp Carter on the inside of the shorts. The T-shirt has
so that's a whole set.
Yeah,
shirt and set. Shorts. Okay.
Yeah, it's girls crop top with legging shorts. And it's basically a rough draft, what they call model rough draft.
Okay.
Of a girl with her BMX bike.
Very artistic, very high quality. So this is like a light pink. For those that are listening, would you call that like a sage green right there?
Yeah, maybe like a sage. Yeah.
Okay, and then or almost like an olive or a little bit lighter, and then the shorts are a little bit brighter pink, right?
Brighter pink. Yep.
And again, super high quality.
Also comes with a sticker. And these and then this is it's the same thing, it's just different colors. So I got this in green, and I didn't bring the cream with me, but Krupp Carter on the front, logo on the front, And as you can see here, the logo, because you couldn't see on the other shorts, logo on the back as well. So yeah,
this is dope, man. Yeah. So and again, we got like a, I don't know if it's a sage green. I'm not sure what color green you would call it, but like a darkish green, almost like a military green, right?
Green, yep.
With some real nice pink font, very high quality print. Another dope sticker, and then the embroidery. That I think that really shines quality and luxury when you're putting in embroidery on the sports wear. That screams high quality luxury branding, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it there. And then also we have these ski masks for the wintertime, or if you work outside, you know what I mean, you need to keep your face covered, you know what I mean? So check this out.
Yeah. Oh, this is dope. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So for the ones who are listening, it's got Krupp Carter with a BMX bike riddled all over the ski mask.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Yes, and your tags, your branding. I mean, even like I don't know what you call this tag.
The tag, I can't.
It's a logo tag, but it's actually stitched on with the logo. Very, very high quality. I mean, all this. This is stuff that you. I mean, I don't want to give anybody no free promo with no big brands, but I want to just say that this looks better than very high end, very expensive brands that you see. I mean, I would take this over that any day. It's super unique, super high quality, and I mean, if you're the kind of person that wants to be original and unique and doesn't want to wear what you see everybody else wear, I mean, this is the brand for you because you're not going to see anybody else with this. I mean, super dope. All this I'm saying, and then another super dope Krupp Carter sticker as well, man. Man, I appreciate you so much, bro. Yes. That's love.
For real, appreciate you.
So I want to make sure you talk everything you want to get it out there. The branding, any.
You want to grab some gear, grab some BMX gear, some official, high quality luxury brand BMX gear. Come check us out at KruppandCarter.store. Got everything there you'll find the girls' clothes there, the ski masks, keychains, crop tees, and the shorts. We also have hoodies and tees as well. You know, I know it's still a little cool, so if you want to grab something to keep you warm, you know, get you a BMX hoodie.
And that's KRUPP.
Yes.
AND.
ANDCARTERCO.STORE.
Okay, Krupp and Carter Co.
Or KruppandCarterCo.store.
Okay, KruppandCarterCo.store. Okay, dope, man. So like on the back end, I'm just curious, bro. I want to pick your brain a little bit if you don't mind, because I've been trying to do some merch and whatnot, and I kind of got the cart ahead of the horse a little bit. Clearly, you've done your due diligence. You did your homework, bro. Right? And so I'm just curious about like, and you don't have to go into detail. Please, I'm not trying to pry too deep. I just got myself into a little bit of trouble, right, with taxes because back in 2020 I started a reseller business. Right. And I initially was doing a reseller business because I was reselling electronics. Like I was down bad during COVID. The gyms weren't open, and that was my bread and butter. That was my life. That's the only thing I knew how to do other than street shit that I'm not doing no more. Like, fuck all that. Like I ain't going back. You know what I mean? So I got into fitness, and that's been my bread and butter and really my saving grace, bro. Right. But also kind of a means to end, because as much as I love it and as passionate as I am about it, but ultimately for me, I want to be building my own brand, the music, podcasting, community connecting, right? And celebrating others such as yourself, right? And your brand, right? So collaborative efforts as well, right? But in the process of me doing the reseller thing, I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna resell. Like, so I would go to Alpha Broder, this big company that you could buy a wholesale material from, and then put your prints on, right? And so in doing that, I got a tax-free ID. Right? And then I would resell. Do you do that or no? Okay. No. And I think that's super wise. Yeah. I just was curious because I'm not. It's a whole new world.
Be honest with you, I didn't really know what that was. As far as when I first got my business going. But then I learned what the reselling thing was, and I wasn't sure if that was something I wanted to branch into, so I just opted out of that. I didn't, you know what I mean? So I just stuck with this and. This is working for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro, absolutely. Well, no, I didn't mean in terms of reselling, but in terms of like if you're buying raw materials, like do you buy it tax, or you just pay the tax on it and then the tax gets transferred to the customer when they make the purchase through the store. The online store handles the taxes for you. You don't have to do all of that.
I don't have to do too much of that, and then
which is genius because it's a headache.
Yes,
and I just had a $20,000 lien put on my business account that hasn't been active since 2021. Right, but they froze me up, they jammed me up, and then I had to go way out of my way to prove that I haven't been making money, that it was just an old thing, right? So you know, but I just wanted to know if there was any of that involved in what you were doing, and I think it's pretty wise what you're doing. It's clearly more organized and professional than my little dabble at what I attempted to do back in 2021 with my merch, right?
Right. Yeah, it's be honest with you, I should have done my due diligence and doing homework before I did it. I kind of just jumped into it, just super optimistic, real super naive. And I jumped out there, bro, and I spent off rip cash $25K on a machine. You know what I mean? And I had no prior business experience, no prior clothing experience, nothing. Just I think this is what I want to do. I'm gonna drop $25K on it, and bought this machine. And it's funny too, because when I saw the machine on the internet, it literally looked like it might have been just slightly larger than this table. So I'm thinking like, cool, I'm gonna set this on the table at the dresser, at home, and I'd make a couple T-shirts here and there, make a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the machine get there, and it's a semi truck parked in front of my mama's house, and they had to have he had like a, I don't know what that was,
like a pallet jack.
It wasn't a pallet. It was like he drove it. A forklift.
Oh,
he had a forklift on the back, bro. So I'm like, dang, I ain't think like
what the fuck did I just buy?
Yeah, bro. So he getting it. So he ain't no car in the parking lot. What do you want me to put? Because I was still at my mom's house at the time. So he was like, where you want me to put it at? And I'm like, well, just put it in the driveway. We'll just park in front of it so nobody don't steal it. But I'm still thinking it's like one of the smaller boxes on the back of the truck. Yeah. Man, he pulled that thing off, man. The machine is literally the size of a go-kart. Yeah, it's like 586 pounds, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a say on the box. It take 5-6 dudes just to move it around. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man.
So where did you put it?
Yeah, well, it literally sat in mom's driveway for about 2 days straight, bro. Yeah. I sat out, matter of fact.
I would have been scared somebody was going to steal it. I would have been guarded.
I guarded with the fire in the car and all, man. I'm sleeping outside the car. Just to make sure nobody somebody might come up with a truck and just oop it up. Like, it's going to take like 5 dudes to get that straight in the back of the truck, bro. But still, regardless, you know what I mean? You don't know. So, yeah, I slept out there for 2 days with my machine, and then finally got a moving company to come and move it for me to a storage unit. It sat there for probably about a good month and a half until I found this storage unit that was gonna let me turn the storage unit into a store. And this was out there off of and that's Tyrone Boulevard across the street from the vet hospital over there.
Okay, yeah.
So right across from there. Yeah. Right around, so matter of fact, what a KOA, a COA camping ground.
I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
Right back there, yeah. So I got a nice little area, to start my business side, and I had bought that, and I was prepping. I had guys out there going, getting it ready to look like a store. And the day that I was supposed to open the store, my mom passed away.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that same day, bro. So, man, I ain't.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I miss you, baby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, bro. Yeah, so that was a major blow for me. I already lost my grandma, and then I lost my son And then mom's passed, and yeah, I was in a weird. I ain't gonna say weird. I was in a bad space. So I just I let the store go. I put the machine up for a little while, and I just tried to. I don't know. I just tried to keep myself in a good mental space.
And that could not be easy, bro.
No.
That's a lot of loss.
Yeah.
But it seems to me, just on the outside looking in, that this branding helped pull you through that.
Yeah, it gave me something to think about. It gave me something to push forward to. I didn't really look forward to nothing. After mom's was gone, I was just kind of the space I was in. I was hoping my ticker hurry up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back to my old girl. Like my boy gone there. You know.
Yeah, bro. I'm
everybody
so sorry,
gone,
bro.
you know
I
what I mean?
cannot imagine the pain that you've had to deal with losing a mother and a child. I can't even fathom, bro. So you are one of the strongest people I've ever met in my life, because look at you, bro. You're doing amazing. Like you clearly transmuted that energy. You put it into something powerful, something positive, something that you could share with the world, man. You know, and that's what this podcast is about, bro. It ain't about promoting clothing and a clothing line and a brand, bro. It's about transforming pain into purpose.
Right.
It's about taking adversity and building it into a legacy.
Right.
And that's exactly what you're doing, Terrence.
I'm trying, bro.
You are, bro.
I'm trying.
You are.
You know what I mean?
So, you know, what I do on this show is I give people their flowers, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man.
Especially men, we don't get our flowers till we're dead, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey,
so I'm
tell
here
me
to
that.
give you your flowers while you're
appreciate
here,
it. Hey.
to put some wind beneath your sails, to take this brand and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, shit, you need yours too, man. For real.
I appreciate that a lot.
You come a
brother.
long way too, man. For real, just like he was saying before, just for us to link up beforehand and been able to chop it up, and I had seen each other 20 years. It was so crazy because it was like we just picked up where we left off. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't nothing crazy, no weird feelings or nothing like that. It was just like I ain't seen my brother in a minute. You know what I mean?
It was like, damn, bro, you're not 12 years old no more. I'm not. We grown ups now,
I
bro.
swear to God, you know what I mean? So, and it's funny too, cause like to be honest with you, we caught each other here and there. You know what I mean? Cause I remember one of our other mutual friends, Charlie.
Yeah.
I caught up with Charlie. I'll be 45 this year. So they were probably like 10 years ago, maybe 12. I caught up with him. It was at his mama house. It might have been a little longer than that. How long ago was he was driving that Chrysler 300?
I don't know. I might not have been around for the Chrysler 300?
Yeah.
I don't remember him having that.
Or was that his mom's ride? He was riding that.
Bro, honestly, I had a rental Chrysler 300, and I wonder, was he driving that? I don't know.
Was it maroon?
No.
Okay,
no,
so
no.
yeah. Nah, this one was always parked at his mom's house.
Okay.
I thought it was his or his mom's.
Okay.
But anyway, I popped up on him and he told me you was staying right around the corner from you on Main Street though.
Well, I was off of 4th Street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when we were thugging, dog.
Yeah, so
we were thugging back then,
I popped
bro.
up. He was like, he over there, go over there and check him out.
Yeah,
You know
we
what
were
I'm saying?
thugging there.
So I popped up for you for a little quick second, but you was on the move. I
was in a different
You was
state of
going to go.
mind back
He was
then.
going to go catch a play. I believe that's what it was. But he was like, "Hey, bro, I ain't seen you in a minute. I want to chop it up, but I gotta go do something real quick." So it was a quick interaction. But be honest with you, I think that was the last time I saw you. The last time I saw you, and that was it. I ain't seen him for a hot minute, but. Like you said, when we linked back up, man, it ain't nothing, you know. That was fam back in the day, you know. I lived at his house pretty much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mom get on my ass too when I got out of line, you know what I mean? So it was fam, it was all fam, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was good to see him again and catch up and see what he doing, man. This is a beautiful thing he got going on the podcast, and
Man, and what you got going on is a beautiful thing with Krupp and Carter, bro. Like this brings so much joy to my life, bro. Because sadly, the person that we're talking about, Charlie, my best friend, bro, I love you, brother. I hope you're watching this. I hope you pull out of whatever you're going through. But sadly, like, he's not the same Charlie that we knew back then. And this ain't me throwing salt on my brother. Things happen in life, and he is not in a great place. But at least he's alive. Right. And when you're alive, you can always come out. So I pray, Charlie, that brother C-Mail, my brother from another, I pray you pull out, bro. Yeah, but what a blessing it is to see that you're alive, you're well, you're thriving with Krupp and Carter, because so many of the homies, if they're even still on this earth, they're far from thriving, bro. So you don't know the joy that it brings to my life to see homies that I knew from the neighborhood, right? To bring onto this show and to promote something positive, man, something that you have going on, to have a reason to give you your flowers, bro. Dang. You know what I'm saying?
Dang. And again, like, just to, I said, this is just something I grew up in. You know, I like riding bikes. I like doing dangerous stuff, and this just happened to work for me. You know what I mean? And I like giving back to the sport as well. I know how hard it is. Like I said, these bikes, it ain't changed. You know, they just more expensive now. Back then, you could probably get a real expensive BMX bike might cost you $800-900 back then. You know, when we was kids. But now, just for a frame alone, for a racing frame, you can spend $3,000.
Damn.
And that don't got nothing on it but a frame. No wheels, handlebars, forks, nothing. Not a chain. Just the frame alone. So the sport gets expensive. Helmets, you know, Fox helmets. These are motocross helmets. Yeah. I mean, my helmet, right, I have now is a Troy Lee helmet. It's a $600 helmet. You know what I mean? They get expensive. So I like to give back as well, you know. I go to the events. I try to pitch in as far as the money that can be won, or I pitch in my clothing, you know, my merch.
Yeah.
Or I'll try to host an event. But it's just about giving. For me, it's about giving back. Because there's a lot of people who looked out for me. And I also want to, before we get off of here, I want to a big shout out to Peggy Morrison over at JNR. RIP to Peggy. Peggy just recently passed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Awesome woman, really good woman. And she looked out for me when I was a kid, gave me one of my first jobs at the biggest BMX shop on the east side of really on this whole section of the United States. JNR is a huge shop. It's owned by Kurt Morrison, her son, real good guy. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because she just recently passed, and she was a staple in the community. Like,
and where's that shop located?
JNR is located out on Belcher Road, Clearwater, Pinellas Park area. Yeah. Matter of fact, if you know where Astro Skating is, it's right up the street from Astro Skating. You need a good BMX bike, go there. They're not gonna try to. What I like about that shop is you go there, they know, you know, the game, they know how expensive things are. They don't try to force you into some expensive bike just to get sales, you know, in the shop. Kurt has good guys up there, and all of them ride in different genres, whether it be racing, street riding, trails. So he's got guys up there that are, you know, well versed in BMX. So go up there, check them out. And like I said, it's the best bike shop around.
Yeah.
So, and it's a huge bike shop at that. So you go in there, they got everything. They got racing gear. You go in there, got full racing gear. They got helmets. They got bikes. They got the expensive frames. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need wheel sets. You need your bike repaired.
Yeah. Go
there. They you know what I mean? Quick turnaround too. So yeah, big shout out to Kurt over at JNR, and RP to Peggy, man. You will definitely be missed. Definitely.
Man, I appreciate you coming onto this platform, sharing your story, sharing your brand, sharing the culture, and I feel like really with the brand that you're building, it's almost like you're building your own culture, bro. You're building a whole culture around it, and man, in the future, bro, I look forward to possibly doing some collaborative efforts with you, bro, like some collaborative endeavors, maybe events, maybe a merch collab, like something super dope, bro.
Yeah,
so y'all stay tuned for a live Struggle Legacy Krupp and Carter collabo.
Yes.
No, I want to ask you a question that I ask every single guest before we close this show. And what's legacy mean to you, Terrence?
Man, just to have something positive to pass down to the next generation,
yes.
To your people, something that'll show them, how to survive, and stay positive in a in a negative world sometimes, So yeah, that's what legacy means to me.
Sometimes we gotta be the light in the darkness, right?
Yep.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. And you're shining bright, my bro. You are shining bright. So tell them where they can find you, how they can connect with you, where they can. I know we know Krupp and Carter Co. .store.
Yep.
Okay.
So
and then the social handles.
Come check me out on Instagram. That's Krupp and Carter Clothing Co. And Krupp KRUPP AND Carter CARTER, and the rest. The same for Facebook, Krupp and Carter Clothing Co. And then again, the website. If you want to go and grab you some gear, you can go on there. Krupp and Carter Co.store. And also we're on YouTube as right now I'm in the works of I'm doing a video right now. It'll be about a 45 to an hour long, I say about 40 minutes to 45 minutes long. Inspirational video, kind of like how the skaters have when they watch the videos to get pumped up before they go out to skate. This will be the same thing. You'll be able to watch some racing. You'll be able to watch some street riding. You'll be able to watch some trail riding. And just some good dudes doing what they do on their bike. You know what I mean?
And where can we find that when it drops?
I should wrap up filming with this in about the next 30 days. So expect that in about 90 days or less.
Okay, so probably right about around the time we drop this, it might be perfect time. See what I'm saying? So brothers working together. So and just come and check us out, man. Come to the Instagram page. See what we got going, or the Facebook page. I always I comment, I reply to comments. Any questions on anything, just reach out to me. Man, make sure y'all check out my bro Terrence Carter of Krupp and Carter Clothing Company. I appreciate you coming out, my bro. It's been such a blessing. It's such a treat to have you on the show.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all tap in, check out that merch. You can already see that it's fire. It's Krupp and Carter and Live Struggle Legacy.
Yeah.
If you haven't already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. Drop a comment for my bro Terrence if you want to start a conversation. Ask questions in the comment section. If you're listening on a streaming platform, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that notification bell, download, save, rate us. If you're looking to promote your business, holler at me. We're looking for sponsors. Make sure you check out the LiveStruggleLegacy.com website for merch, news, and all the latest from Live Struggle Legacy. It's Live Struggle Legacy. We build a pyramids.
Live Struggle Legacy. It's a whole movement.